And welcome back, everybody, to the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University, here on the Alamo Saints Network. Mike Thompson here with you as we get ready for the start of the third match of today. And we are looking at Xavier University out of Louisiana taking on Tennessee Wesleyan University, the Bulldogs. Xavier University 0-3 now on the season, coming off a tough loss a moment ago, earlier in the last match to Evangel, 3-1. Xavier out of New Orleans, Louisiana, member of the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference, finished 19-8 last year, 11-1 in Gulf Coast Athletic Conference play, and was the regular season champion and tournament champion, and advanced to the NAIA National Championship Tournament opening round. They are taking on the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan University out of Athens, Tennessee, from part of the Appalachian Athletic Conference. They had a record last season of 11-18, 9-11 this in conference play, finished sixth in the AAC, and was a participant in the tournament. They are 0-2 on the season, dropping both matches yesterday, hoping to turn things around. Both these teams without a win, both looking for a victory here as we get ready to get things going here from the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Saints Volleyball Classic here on the campus of Our Lady of the Lake University on the west side of San Antonio, the jewel of the west side. As we get things ready to go here for this third match of 5 today. 5 matches yesterday and 5 again today. Now we get ready for things to get started here. As final rotations taking place here as we get ready to go here. Tennessee Wesleyan losing both matches yesterday. One to Evangel. Second match was to Wayland Baptist. Xavier 0-3 here now on the season, losing all 3, losing yesterday to Wayland Baptist and Our Lady of the Lake, and today to Evangel. So both teams looking for a victory here to get things going here on the season. Tennessee Wesleyan will start things off. Tia Madden, the freshman out of Farragut, Tennessee, to start things off here for the Bulldogs. As we wait for the whistle and the start of play. And here we go. Madden's serve is over. Tomasoni, who had a monster match against Evangel there. And there's Fontenot to start things off for Xavier. And a quick 0 lead for the Gold Nuggets. Phillips the serve. And the serve is over. And unable to handle the serve there. There is Lilly under the net, and it's going to be 2-0 now in favor of Xavier to start things off. Tiffany Phillips, next serve. Madden sets up. That one there by Applewhite. Alive there. Fontenot sends it, and that's going to be wide and away, or Fontaine, that is. Sends it wide and away, and a point. And 2-1 the score. So Ingram serving. Phillips sends it up. Wakanda sends it up high, and it's kept alive there. Over by Fisher. Now sent back by Phillips. Madden. Lilly sets up. Applewhite back at the net, sends back down. Madden around over to Fisher. Fisher sent back to her. Kept alive there by Ingram. Now around over to Applewhite. Again. Wakanda there. It's going to be double touch there, and it's going to be a point for Tennessee Wesleyan. As they tied up at 2 here in set number 1. As Flores ready to serve here. Mandy Flores, a sophomore from Crystal City, Texas. Actually, no, it's not. It's going to be Ingram still serving. Florida just went back for the ball. So Ingram serving. Set up. Wakanda sends over. Madden now with the set over the Fisher. Fisher nicely dug up there by Tomasini. And into the net and the point for Xavier. Xavier is a team that can dig. 96 digs in the last match against Evangel. Madden sends it back. Over there, Applewhite. Nice dig there. And Perry. Now Fisher sends it. Finds the back inside of the line. And 4-2, Tennessee Wesleyan with the lead. Or 3, I'm sorry. 3-3. We're tied here. Well, that's going to be a service error. And a point there for Xavier. And they take a 4-3 lead. So Perry to serve. As waiting. As Ashley Harris talking to the official, coach of Tennessee Wesleyan. Looking as a something with Lily and Flores there. So Lily comes out, Flores comes in for Tennessee Wesleyan. Perry now over. Madden. There's Applewhite and kept alive. Perry. Madden again. Fisher. Tomasini. Across. And unable to finish on that one is Wakanda. And it's going to be a point. And we're tied at 4 here in set number 1. Rachel Lawhorn, sophomore out of Cleveland, Tennessee, sends that one over. And that's down there by Salam. And 5-4, the lead for Xavier. And it's Kayla Jones, the senior from Kansas City, Kansas, to serve. Now Madden there sends it down. As Hilliard able to put that one away for Tennessee Wesleyan. Avery Hilliard, freshman from Memphis. Jones sends it over. That's violation, 2 touches. And Tennessee Wesleyan takes the lead, 6-5. And that's down at a point as Salam gets that one and ties it up at 6. That's Juliana Tomasoni, junior from Nova Trento, Brazil. That's going to be down there, point for Xavier. They'll retake the lead here. It's Tomasoni to serve again. Tomasoni, a monster match against Evangel. Wasn't enough to help the team pull off the upset. Perry now sends it up. Tomasoni over the top there. Hilliard sends it back over. Cockrell. Madden now pushes across over to Ingram. Tomasoni with the dig. Tomasoni sends it over and in, and the kill and the point. And Xavier opens up a 2-point advantage here. Top, sent, and that's going to be wide. And the point for Tennessee Wesleyan. As they trail by 1. As Lilly checks in, Hilliard will come out. Kaylin Lilly, a freshman out of Alabaster, Alabama, with the serve. That's set up for Thomasini. Thomasini goes into the net, and we're tied now at 8. Thomasini sending it over. Madden cross over to Ingram, whose shot is long. The lead is 9-8 for Xavier. And that's going to be a miss hit there, and the service ace there from Salam. And it's going to be a 2-point lead now for Xavier here in the first set. Madden sends it up. Ingram over the top. Nobody home, and a point for Tennessee Wesleyan. Madden serve. Phillips over. Nelson's back. Phillips sets across for Cockrell. Got that in the net. Cockrell keeps it alive. Up again. Phillips sends it over the top. There's Applewhite. Madden crosses. Gibson is going to be long on it, and the point for Xavier. That's going to be in. Service ace. Picked up there by Phillips. And a 3-point advantage now for Xavier. Madden sets up. And that's going to be in for Flores. So Flores will help to draw Tennessee Wesleyan within 2 now of Xavier. Over the top, Cockrell nicely dug up there by Ingram. Or by Lilly, that was. Phillips across over the Cockrell. Cockrell kind of hits it into the net, and a point. Tennessee Wesleyan now within 1 of Xavier. And that's going to be a service error. And point for Xavier. As Ingram just a little too much on it past the line. Gonda shot there, nicely dug up. And there's Fisher. Phillips over to Thomasini. Back across is Pitt Gross. And that's going to be in for Tennessee Wesleyan, and they will draw again within 1. They've gotten to within 1 a couple of times and haven't been able to quite get over the hump there. That was an opportunity to tie for Tennessee Wesleyan. Thomasini gets it down to go. Thomasini with her second kill. 25 in her last match. 26 digs. That's sent up there. Wakanda. And there's Salam. It's a shot is sent back and knocked down there by Hilliard. And again, they're within one of Xavier. That's set up. Salam able to get that one down. And increases Xavier's lead to 2 again. Kayla Jones here to serve. There goes Fisher, is long and a point. No, it's not. It's going to be a violation there, and so the point goes to Tennessee Wesleyan. And again, they're back to within one. Tomasini, and this hit there by Flores, and a 2-point lead again for Xavier. Both these teams very similar with their youth. Both teams with just one senior on their teams. Sarah Ingram, the senior for Tennessee Wesleyan, and Kayla Jones, the senior for Xavier. Madden there, Hilliard back. Phillips, Tomasini. Again, and not able to get to that one in time as Ingram gets it to go. And again, back to within one. Up ahead there. Gross gets it over. Now Madden to Ingram. Jones sends it over. Madden sets up again for Ingram over the top. Jones keeps it alive. Phillips over to Gross. Madden backing around. Perry. Phillips. Salam gets it to fall. And a 2-point lead again for Xavier. So Hassani Salam to serve, the freshman from New Orleans. Sets up across over to Ingram. Sent back down. Madden again. Ingram over. Nice dig there from DeGrosse. DeGrosse just sends it over. Madden across the Flores. Salam. DeGrosse. Madden. Ingram sends it back. And slips it over there as Phillips, but nicely there is Lilly for it. Lawhorn there sends it over. Phillips back around to Gross. DeGrosse again nicely sent back by Gibson, but Gibson is going to be too much out of bounds. And a 3-point advantage now for Xavier. Back at the net. Lilly able to keep that over. Pitt Gross is going to hit it wide. And Tennessee Wesleyan will get to within 2 now. Madden to serve. Tia Madden, the freshman. From Farragut, Tennessee. Sets up. Gross there at the net. Set back again. Phillips across to Gross again. And that's going to be a point for Tennessee Wesleyan, as they pull to within 1. Slipping it over. Nicely dug up by Madden, but it's going to be returned Too hard at a point. Two-point lead now. Over the net, and it's going to fall there for the service ace, and a three-point lead for Xavier here in set number one. Madden. There's Ingram. Put back by Perry, and that's it, and that's too much there by Pig Gross. And the lead for Xavier is down to 2. As Ingram to serve. Sierra Ingram. Big matches yesterday, the senior from San Diego. Gets that over. And set up across. Lilly now setting up to Fisher. Tomasoni with the dig. That's going to be sent back at the net. And point for Tennessee Wesleyan as they get to within 1 now. Ingram now to serve. Madden sets up behind. Sent there by Applewhite. Now back up. Mr. Gross just gets it over. As Flores is going to hit it wide. And the point. And actually, no, it's going to be a violation, and we're going to be tied at 20. Over the top. Madden sets up for Fisher. Tomasini. It's going to be wide, and Tennessee Wesleyan takes the lead at 21-20. Cross. Gross. Madden. Back to Applewhite. Slipped it over there as Phillips. Lilly now putting back again. Tomasini. Phillips sneaks again. And nice dig there from Lilly. Just able to get it over. Now sets back. And that's going to be wide. Head Gross sends it wide. And it's a 2-point advantage now for Tennessee Wesleyan. They've come back. They've been down by 3 for most of the match. Between 2 and 3, got in close, weren't able to do it. Now they have, and now they have a 2-point lead. Timeout on the floor, called by Xavier. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of Lake University on the Alamo Saints Network. And welcome back. 2-point lead here for Tennessee Wesleyan here in set number 1. As Sierra Ingram to serve. And into the net, and a service error. And a 1-point lead now for Tennessee Wesleyan. DeGrosse to serve. Up over the top. Back down. Flores is in. And 23-21 now. Tennessee Wesleyan with the lead. Hilliard to check back in for Tennessee Wesleyan. And Flores to serve now. Now to Tomasini. Tomasini there off of Ingram. And Tomasini will bring Xavier back to within 2. As they're playing Tomasini up at the net now. And gave her an opportunity there, and she got the kill. That's her 3rd kill now of the match. I was wondering if they were going to make that change with her up there, and they have now. There's Fisher. Is there off of Phillips, and it's going to be set point now for Tennessee Wesleyan. Lawhorn. And to serve. Tomasini. To Gross, sends it over now. Ingram over. Perry. Cross to Tomasini. Tomasini gets it in. And the kill. And Xavier pulls to within 1. It's still set point for Tennessee Wesleyan. Tomasini, her 4th kill. Back-to-back here. 8 digs as well for the junior from Brazil. Jones' serve is over. Madden sets up to Hilliard over the top. Able to keep alive. Tomasini again there. Madden sets up over to Fisher. Over the top. Kept alive. Nice dig, but that one won't, and that's going to do it. First set goes to Tennessee Wesleyan. 25-23. They'll take a 1-0 lead. We will take a break and have your second set here in just a moment. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo. Inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic hosted by Our Lady of Lake University on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back as we get ready for the second set to begin. Tennessee Wesleyan with a 1-0 lead here over Xavier of Louisiana. As we get set to go here. So Tiffany Phillips will be serving here for Xavier. As we wait, dry up the floor there from earlier. So that's why the delay going here. And still looking at that. So while that's going on, talk about some of the things going on here as coming up after this one, Wayland Baptist University, the Pioneers, will be in action against the host team, Our Lady of the Lake University. That'll be about 30, 45 minutes at the conclusion of this one. And then the final matchup of the day will be Tennessee Wesleyan University, the Bulldogs, taking on, again, the host, Our Lady of the Lake University. Let's see other matches taking place. As they're going around again, checking the floor. As I know there's some issues with the Xavier players during the Evangel game. A couple players slid. Now I think we might be able to get started here for the second set. Madden, forward. And into the net, and that's going to go to Tennessee Wesleyan. And they'll start off 1-0 here in set number 2. As Fisher is checked in. Ingram to serve. That's it over. And Fisher sends that over. And we'll catch into the rafters off Lilly there. And it'll be a point for Xavier to even things up here in set number 2. So DeGrosse to serve here. Forward Xavier. Freshman from Wesleyan, Louisiana. And now we're underway. Serve. And Madden. On the top there, that's going to fall in for Applewhite. And 2-1 now. Tennessee Wesleyan here in set number 2. And into the net, service here, and we're tied at 2. As Tennessee Wesleyan not able to capitalize that and get anything going there after that. Perry. Madden back. With Applewhite. Perry puts up. Wakanda kept alive there. Just getting it over there. It's Applewhite. And the 3-2 lead now for Tennessee Wesleyan. And that's going to be down by Salam. And Salam putting down the kill, her 6th kill now. As Kayla Jones will come in to serve. The lone senior on the Xavier squad out of Kansas City, Kansas. Madden sends it up. Fisher over the top. Jones now puts it around. Mr. Gross gets it over. Back Hilliard. Now set back. Salam. And gets it down. And Xavier will take a 4-3 lead. And again, working on the floor over there. Now we'll get to go. Madden sets up. Hilliard sends it over. Phillips. Gross comes forward. Madden. Ingram up top. Thomasoni there got the dig. Now around over to Salam. Back to the net, and that's going to do it. And a point for Xavier. And they've taken now a 5-3 lead over Tennessee Wesleyan. And again, working on the floor down there. Madden sets up Hilliard and down. And Hilliard brings Tennessee Wesleyan back to within 1 now. And she picks up her 3rd kill now of the match. And now Tennessee Wesleyan working on the floor. As we wait for that, as Fisher will be serving. Olivia Fisher, the sophomore out of Lenoir City, Tennessee. And now here we go. Perry sends it up and over. Now Ingram. Back across, Tomasini. And he's going to send wide and point for Xavier. And a 2-point lead here. Tomasoni to serve. And Ingram there off the defenders at the net, off of Phillips, and draws Tennessee Wesleyan back to within 1 here. Phillips back to Salam. Around over to Ingram. Up top, Salam sends it back deep. Kept alive by Gibson. Might have been able to leave that one alone. And now Ingram sends it over. Set forward. Salam there back in the net. Send back to Salam. Back again, Cockrell. Madden. Back we go, Cockrell. Up in the air. Sent over. Salam into the net and a point. Tennessee Wesleyan has tied it. So waiting again there. Now we're ready to go. It's Lily about to serve. And he might have let that one go as well. Salam sends it back. Madden. Ingram. It's a nice dig there from Perry. Cockrell back. And long and point. Tennessee Wesleyan takes the lead back by 1, 7-6. It's now up and over there by Lilly. Set up. Salam down to the point, and we're tied at 7. Bitgross has checked in. That's going to go down to the point. And Xavier will reclaim the lead again here now at 8-7. Back and forth these teams go. And Flores gets that one to go for Tennessee Wesleyan as we're tied again. Andy Flores from about 2 hours south of San Antonio, Crystal City. And that slipped over for a point, and Xavier reclaims the lead once again. There he goes and down, and that's put down by Cockrell. That'll give a 2-point lead to Xavier. Brittany Cockrell, the freshman out of Port Arthur, Texas. Set across there. Ingram will get it to go. And the Bulldogs back to within 1 of the Gold Nuggets. Slipped over. Madden there. Flores sets up for Applewhite. Applewhite there off of Perry. Cockrell will just put it over. Now sets up. Madden sets up there. Flores kept alive by Phillips. There's Perry. Wakanda. And now a mishit there by Fisher. And the point for Xavier. The cross in. And she served there, and there's Applewhite. Back again. Wakanda. Madden. Fisher. Sit back at the net there by Wakanda. And a 3-point advantage here for Xavier in set number 2. Madden sends back over to Applewhite. Now set up there. Tomasini. They're off the wrist there of Fisher at a point. It's now a 4-point advantage for Xavier. Tennessee Wesleyan wants to talk things over. We'll take a timeout. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University here on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium. 13-9 to lead for Xavier over Tennessee Wesleyan here in set number 2. The Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan took the first set 25-23 and lead 1-0. Madden sends a cross over to Fisher over the top. Perry to Tomasini. Tomasini, a tough shot there. Madden can't keep it. And it's going to be a point for Xavier. And the lead is 5. And Tomasini now with 7 kills to go along with 10 digs. It's back. And that's sent back at the net point. For Xavier again, they extend their lead now to 6. Fisher with the net, catches the antenna, and a point to Xavier. And their lead is 7. As that lead is ballooning now. And Flores gets it there and trying to keep it alive as Phillips came charging all the way from the back. Other Xavier players kind of stayed put. Phillips back over to Wakanda. And the point down again. Wakanda with the kill. A 7-point lead again. And Wakanda, her second kill of the match. Madden sets up for Applewhite. Back, Wakanda. That's going to be away off the defenders. And another point, 8-point lead now. And the third kill for Wakanda. Perry with the serve. Madden sets up Applewhite. Nice dig there. Madden again, this time over to Fisher. Fisher blown up and sent out. And point for Xavier. And a 9-point advantage here in the second set. And that's going to go down at a point as Applewhite getting that one to go. Applewhite picking up her third kill of the match now to go along with 3 digs. Applewhite will come out. Lawhorn is in to serve. And that's going to be a service error. And Tennessee Wesleyan cannot afford those. Not at this point here in this set. Trailing now again by 9. Madden sets up over to Hilliard, and that's going to be long. And a 10-point lead now for Xavier, their first 10-point lead of the season. Going to set. Now up and over. Madden sets it up, and Hilliard didn't go all the way up for it. I think she thought she was going to try and pass off onto Fisher, and Fisher wasn't anywhere near. And so a mistake again, and it's an 11-point lead now for Xavier. On the side, Fisher went around the antenna and a point. And it's 23-11 and a timeout call by Tennessee Wesleyan. 23-11 is our score in favor of Xavier. Tennessee Wesleyan leading 1-0. We'll take a break. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University here on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium. As Xavier leading Tennessee Wesleyan 23-11 here in the second set. Trying to get back even here in the match. That's going to be in there by Hilliard. Tennessee Wesleyan will cut that lead down to 12 now. Olivia Fisher, the sophomore from Lenoir City, Tennessee, with the serve. Phillips over. Salam. And that's going to be off there the wrist. Flores, and it's going to be set point now for Xavier. They're a point away from evening this up at a set apiece. And that's going to be a service ace by Tomasini, and that'll do it. We are now tied at one set apiece. We'll switch sides. We'll come back for the third set here in a moment. You are watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University here on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody. Third set about to get underway here. We're all knotted up at one apiece. As Xavier able to answer there in the second set. 12-11 over Tennessee Wesleyan. And we'll get ready for the third set to get underway. As Madden, Hilliard, Fisher, Ingram, Lilly, and Lawhorn on the floor for Tennessee Wesleyan. It's Pitt, Gross, Cockrell, Phillips, Jones, Tomasini, and Perry on the court for Xavier, and it's Cockrell that comes up and gets the first point of the third set to Xavier. Phillips now to serve. Madden. It's up over to Fisher, over the top. Phillips there with the dig. Perry now round over the Cockrell. Cockrell will send it long. And the point to even things up now at 1 here in this third set. Goes back, and that's going to be mishandled there by Fisher. And Xavier with a 2-1 lead here now. Set up there, Ingram, right there at Perry, and the point there for Tennessee Wesleyan as they'll draw even again with Xavier. Tennessee Wesleyan with a good contingency of fans here that showed up. Made the trip here to San Antonio. We do have a few players from the state of Texas on the Tennessee Wesleyan team. Xavier has one player from Texas. That's the senior Kayla Jones. And that's away and a point now for Xavier. And they'll take a 3-2 lead here. Salamis checked in. And Amanda Perry will serve. Perry, service error into the net. And we're tied again at 3. Tia Madden to serve as Applewhite checks in and Lawhorn comes out. Up and over. Up to Gross. And Tomasini, as she's done many times here in this tournament, has found the bottom of the floor and gotten a kill. And that is her 9th kill now of this match. To go with 10 digs. She is nearing 40 kills in the 2 matches she's been in today. It's going to be away there for a point there for Tennessee Wesleyan. And we're tied up at 4 again. Phillips. Salam gets it over. Lily. Ingram now sends it back. Phillips back. There with Ford, who's made an appearance now for Xavier. Back over the side, snuck it over, and it's going to be out at a point for Tennessee Wesleyan. Phillips tried to get sneaky when tried to sneak it over behind her back and went out. Ford there, but able to keep it alive. Sent over there by Perry. Madden now Flores sends it. Tomasini now going with it. Madden sets it forward. That's her off the net. Picked it up now. And that's going to be wide and out. And the lead now at 2 for Tennessee Wesleyan. Back in the net. Salam able to get it down and brings Xavier back to within 1 now. Trailing 6-5. Tomasoni to serve. Tomasoni, 9 kills, 11 digs, 1 service ace here today. Sends that one over. That's sent back, and it's going to fall, and we're going to be tied up once again at 6. And Tomasoni to serve again. It was during Tomasoni's serve in the last set that Xavier was able to pull away and get a lead and just keep adding to it. Cockrell now over. Madden, cross over to Fisher. Fisher back. Tomasoni with a dig. Phillips, Tomasoni now sends it back. And that's going to do it. That'll be 4 hits and a point for Xavier as they now take a 7-6 lead, and Tomasoni serving again. And that's going to be a service error. We'll be tied at 7. So Tomasoni on that previous serve. I'll get them back in there. That's going to be a service error, so it'll be back-to-back service errors. So they trade off there. But the lead goes back now to Xavier by 1. Salam to serve. Salam, another service error. 3 straight now. 2 in a row for Xavier. The one earlier by Tennessee Wesleyan. As Lawhorn to serve here. At the top there, and Nick Gross into the net there. And the point for Tennessee Wesleyan, and they'll take the lead back at 9-8. Lawhorn, and there's a service error. And we're tied at 9. Both teams have combined for 7 or 10 service errors now in the match. And that was the 7th for Tennessee Wesleyan there. They're the point there. And Xavier taking a 10-9 lead now. Madden back. Hilliard. They're at the net and down and a point. Tennessee Wesleyan there to tie it at 10. Fisher now to serve for Tennessee Wesleyan. As waiting. Getting the floor here on the far side. And again, coming up after this one, 30 to 45 minutes at the conclusion, we'll have the fourth of 5 matches coming up today. And that'll be Wayland Baptist University Pioneers taking on the host school, Our Lady of the Lake University. Then the last match of the Classic will be Tennessee Wesleyan University back in action against the host, Our Lady of the Lake University. But right now it's Xavier versus Tennessee Wesleyan. Both teams desperately trying to get their first win of the season. Xavier 0-3 on the season. Tennessee Wesleyan 0-2 right now. And Ingram able to put that one down to get the kill. And gives them the lead once again. Sierra Ingram with her 7th kill to go with 8 digs here. And the Bulldogs take the lead as Fisher serving. Phillips back, Tomasini over. Up over the net, and back down again. Nicely dug up there by Fisher. Over to Ingram across. Cockrell keeps it alive. Phillips back down over to Rakonda. Rakonda gets it down to go, and we're tied once again at 11. As Ford now to serve. Cara Ford, a freshman from Birmingham, Alabama, will serve it into the net. And that will be the 4th service error or the 5th service error now for Xavier. And that gives Tennessee Wesleyan back the lead. Lilly the serve, up and over. Forward there, not able to handle it, and that's going to be a point as it was hit twice there by Wakanda after the deflection off of Ford, and it's 13-11 in the first service ace of the match now for Tennessee Wesleyan. Sets up there, Wakanda over, and that's going to find a floor and a point for Xavier. They pull back now to within one. Thirteen to 12. Tennessee Wesleyan with the lead. Amanda Perry to serve. Sends it over. Madden sets up a cross over to Ingram. Goes. Perry. Tomasini gets it down, and we're tied as Tomasini with another kill. She's got 11 kills and 12 digs. Into the net, service error number 6. 6 service errors now for Xavier and 7 on the day for Tennessee Wesleyan. And now make that 8, another one. And a total now, I believe, of 14 on the day for both teams combined. And we're tied at 14. Jones, serve is over. Madden. Ingram sent back in the net. Salam. Phillips. Tomasini. And Tomasini killed number 12. And that'll give Xavier the lead back at 15-14. Madden. Over to Applewhite. Cross over to Tomasini. Off the defenders and a point. Tomasini another one. And a 2-point lead now. Madden back. The Flores finds the line, and a point for Tennessee Wesleyan, and the Bulldogs are back to within one. Sarah Ingram to serve now. That'll put it up there. Salam over. And that'll be a kill for Salam. And she'll give Xavier a 2-point advantage again. And Salam with her 12th kill. Ford comes out. Ingram. Madden sets forward. Over to Fisher. And Fisher there has touched there as Tomasini and Jones kind of collide. And that'll bring Tennessee Wesleyan to within one. It's 17-16 the score. One set apiece here in set number 3. Xavier with the lead by 1 in this matchup. Last match of the day, last match of the Classic here for Xavier. Tennessee Wesleyan will have one more. They'll have a break in between the next match. And then they will play the host, Our Lady of the Lake University. And we'll get ready. I think we're ready to go now. As Flores to serve. Salam. And Ingram sends it around the antenna. And the point for Xavier. And a 2-point lead as Salam to serve. Hassani Salam, freshman from New Orleans. Fisher there. That's the top of the net and point again. And a 3-point lead now for Xavier. Set up, Hilliard. Cockrell. And nicely there, Fisher able to get that one back over. Hilliard, a little behind, little peekaboo behind her. A return. Madden, Applewhite there, and that's going to be point there for Tennessee Wesleyan as they will pull back to within 2 now, trailing 19-17 here in set number 3. One set apiece. It's Lawhorn to serve for the Bulldogs. And might have been able to let that one go. I think that was going to go past the line. Cockrell there at the net. Jones, Tomasini. Nicely dug up by Lilly. Crossover to Fisher. Tomasini, nice dig. Cockrell, sending it back. Madden sets over to Hilliard. Back again, Jones. And there it is, Phillips sneaks it over. And a 3-point lead. And Tiffany Phillips now to serve. Phillips with 3 service aces today. That's going to be set up there for Lawhorn. Sends it back, Lawhorn. Fisher and Tomasini. Set back again. Cockrell over the top of the defenders, catches the antenna, and a point for Tennessee Wesleyan, who now trail by 2. But oh, it's going to be a service error. And that's 9 now for Tennessee Wesleyan. And that will give Xavier a 3-point advantage once again. Ford sends the serve over. Madden back to Hilliard. Hilliard hooks it back. Wakanda. Madden back. Lawhorn tipped up there now. Phillips back behind to Wakanda. Down there, and the point for Xavier. And a 4-point advantage. And Wakanda picks up her 6th kill of the match. Madden. That's going to be down there. Now sets around. Madden tried to sneak it over. It goes right into the net. Another point for Xavier. And a 5-point lead and a timeout for Tennessee Wesleyan. 23-18 the lead Xavier has, and we're all tied up 1 set apiece here in the 3rd set. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University on the Olu Saints Network. We'll be back. And welcome back to Maybe Gymnasium. 23-18 the lead for Xavier here in the 3rd set, as they try and break ahead of Tennessee Wesleyan here, as they are tied 1 set apiece overall. Lilly over. Perry will put it up. Tomasini over the top of the defenders. Nicely dug up there by Lawhorn. Catches the top of the net and good. Tennessee Wesleyan getting the point. Now trailing by 4. Lily to serve. Wakanda's shot there, kept alive. Up and over by Flores. Wakanda again blocked there at the net. Ingram sets it down. And that's going to be over point, Tennessee Wesleyan. And they trail now by 3.
Set point, Xavier. Now serving for 10 Amanda Perry.
And that is down there for Xavier. And they will take it. Set number 3. 25-20 and take a 2-1 lead. We will take a break and come back as they switch sides for set number 4. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University here on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to Maybe Gymnasium at the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University. And Xavier with a 2-1 lead. The help of Tiffany Phillips, the freshman. 36 assists here, along with 13 digs for the freshman. And it's the 4th consecutive game now that she's had a double-double in the assist and dig category to start off her career at Xavier University. So I'm sure they're proud of her back home in New Orleans. And her family back in California. In Gardena, California. That's Tiffany Phillips here to serve. Start things off here in this 4th set. And that'll go into the net, though. Giving her too much praise. Jinxed her there for a moment. So the point there for Tennessee Wesleyan to start things off 1-0. Off we go, Tomasini. Phillips now sets over there to Fontaine. And Fontaine gets the point there. Gets Xavier back on track there. Now Fontaine coming back out. Didn't see a lot of her there in that previous set. And now Ford with the serve. Madden sends it back. Ford, there's Phillips. And Rukonda, there's going to be wide there, the shot. And good, and it's going to be 2-1 now in favor of Tennessee Wesleyan. That's going to be sent down there by Flores. A freshman from Crystal City, Texas, helps give a 3-1 lead now for Tennessee Wesleyan, or the sophomore, that is. Middle hitter Mandy Flores. And that'll be a service error as well there by Lily. 3-2 now. 16 total service errors by these teams here today. Madden. And it's going to be in. That was a rough call there for the officials, I believe. As from our angle, it looked like it was a little wide of the line there, but both officials on the lines and up top said it was good. Phillips around over to Tomasini, and that's another one that's close. And perhaps a bit of a makeup there, but it looked close there as well. So 4-3. Tennessee Wesleyan with the lead here in the fourth set. Jones sends it over. Madden now sets up. Flores and Ford there, and Jones trying and now running, and that's going to be down there at a point for Tennessee Wesleyan. Will make it 5-3 now. And now the serve there from Ingram. Phillips back up. And that's going to be long. And a point for Tennessee Wesleyan again. And they've doubled up Xavier early on here, 6-3. Jones. Phillips will send it over. Madden sets up there. She two touches on that. And Xavier will get the point there. It's now 6-4. And the point there, 7-4. As Flores the serve. That's going to be down at the net. Salam with the kill. We'll draw Xavier back to within 2. Madden sets up over the fish to the top. And that's going to hit the floor. And the point now 8-5 in favor of Tennessee Wesleyan. It's going to be sent back. Madden around, and that's going to be point. As it was hit twice here. And Xavier back to within 2 here. trailing 8-6.
Number 6, Tiffany Phillips.
Tiffany Phillips here to serve again. Fontaine gets that one down and brings them back to within one. Fontaine, her third kill. Very limited action today in this match. Fisher, wide. Point, Xavier. And we're tied at 8. At the top of the net. Back down. And that's going to drop with a point for Xavier. And Xavier reclaims the lead at 9-8. Madden, Hilliard. As Phillips keeps that alive here. Madden sends it back over. Phillips, Fontaine finds an open in the floor and puts the ball there. Gets the point and a 2-point lead for Xavier. And Fontaine now with her 6th kill. Madden, Fisher, Tomasini sets up, sneaks it over as Phillips. And that will make it a 3-point lead and a timeout for Tennessee Wesleyan. We'll take a timeout as well. Xavier leading 11-8 and up 2-1. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University on the Alamo Saints Network. And welcome back, everybody, to the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic, hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University here at Maybe Gymnasium on the west side of San Antonio. The jewel of the west side, Our Lady of the Lake University, the host here. As Phillips still serving for Xavier with a 3-point lead over Tennessee Wesleyan. Madden setting it up. Ingram back over. Fontaine. Phillips sets back, and that's sent back on Rakonda, and that was a big blast there by Hilliard. And that'll bring Tennessee Wesleyan back to within 2 now. As Fisher to serve. Back we look. That's sent back down again. As Hilliard again at the net. And Tennessee Wesleyan within 1. And a service error. And that'll be it. Help to increase the lead here for Xavier by 2. Around, nice dig there from Ford. Tomasini sends it back. Lilly there, back again. Hilliard into the net. And a 3-point lead now for Xavier. At 13-10 here in set number 4. And that's going to be in for a service ace there from Ford. Ford picks up her first ace. We'll go with 3 digs now, and it's a 4-point lead for Xavier. Madden comes up. Ingram blocked back and out, and going to be a point for Tennessee Wesleyan. That's Ingram picking up her 10th kill now along with 11 digs. And another one there, Tennessee Wesleyan, drawing within 2. Lily. Service error. (15-12) the lead now for Xavier over Tennessee Wesleyan. As Wakanda to serve. (16-12) now. Adili Wakanda, the freshman from Inglewood, California. It's Madden. Flood is over the top. Kept alive there. Tomasini will send it out wide and a point for Tennessee Wesleyan. Applewhite's checked in. Lawhorn has come out. Condi's come out. Salam is checked in for Xavier. Tomasini. Up it goes. Ingram. And that's going to go down for Ingram there. Ingram with her 12th kill now. Tennessee Wesleyan within 2. Madden here to serve. That's going to find its way there into the quarter. And the point for Xavier. As Jones now to serve for Xavier. Madden. And carried it up, and the violation and the point for Xavier, and it's a 4-point advantage now for the Gold Nuggets. Madden, forward over to Ingram. Back down, and Jones will punch that off into the bleachers. And Tennessee Wesleyan get to within 3 now. Fisher checking in. Gibson coming out for Tennessee Wesleyan. Ingram to serve for the Bulldogs. Salam over. Madden sends it back. Jones here. Phillips now sets over to Tomasini. And the point for Xavier. And a 4-point lead now. Fontaine has come in. Ford is coming out. And Tomasini to serve. Tomasini, 16 kills, 16 digs, 1 service ace. Set up there. And Salam kept alive by Madden, but not for long. It hits the floor. And a 5-point lead here for Xavier. Tomasini over. Knocked back. And the service ace. Second now for Tomasini. And a timeout called as Xavier has extended their lead to 6. We'll take a timeout too. You're watching the Hotel Indigo at the Alamo inaugural Saints Volleyball Classic hosted by Our Lady of the Lake University here on the Olu Saints Network. And welcome back as we get ready to start here. Again with a 6-point lead for Xavier. Fisher sitting in the back, tried to get it and got behind the antenna there and just could not get it to recover there. So a 7-point lead now for Xavier. It's Tomasini continuing to serve well. Over the top of the net, and that's going to be another one. 3 service aces now for Tomasini to go with 17 kills and 16 digs. And an 8-point advantage here as Xavier looks to be on their way to their first victory of the season. And Tennessee Wesleyan looks as if they are going to drop to 0-3. And that's it out, and that's going to be a point for Tennessee Wesleyan. And it doesn't get easier for Tennessee Wesleyan. It's at 5 o'clock. They take on the host, Our Lady of the Lake University, who hasn't lost a home match here since October 23rd, 2014. And that's sent down at the net by Hilliard. And back to within 6. Salam. Jones now sets up. Fontaine sends it around. Fisher. Adden as Applewhite and Hilliard sends it back, and that's going to be match point for Xavier. Phillips around there. Nicely dug up there by Madden. Phillips, Fontaine will hit the floor, and that'll do it. And Xavier will win it 25-17 and take it 3-1 and will improve on the season to 1-3. Tennessee Wesleyan will drop to 0-3 as a big victory there for Xavier as they get a victory here in their last match here at the Hotel at the Indigo Saints Classic. Take a look at some of the numbers here for you. Leader in kills, Xavier 54-42. Attack percentage, Xavier at 208 and 177 for Tennessee Wesleyan. Assist in favor of Xavier, 52-38. Digs, 76-38 in favor of Xavier. And aces, 11-1 in favor of Xavier. So if I'm doing my math right here, 172 digs in the last two matches today by Xavier University. So they were getting at it today. We're going to take a break. Got a 45-minute between our next match and this one, as we'll be having Our Lady of the Lake University, the host, taking on Wayland Baptist here from maybe Gymnasium. So Xavier gets the victory 3-1, and Tennessee Wesleyan still looking for a victory on the season. So for everyone here, we'll see you in about 45 minutes. So long, everybody.